Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be reviewing the latest album from underground community rapper DefNotBio, Loaded Gun 2. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I haven't heard any DefNotBio music before this. I didn't even really know who he was until he had that little beef with the Ace a couple weeks back. Obviously that beef didn't really turn into like a full-scale war or anything like the Controversy versus Ghost one did, but however it did introduce me to him, and now I am reviewing his album, Loaded Gun 2. I have some pretty mixed feelings about this album, so I'm going to be sharing them, and also what I think about the album and what I'm going to be rating it as well, so let's just get right into it. Now firstly, I'm going to give some positive critiques of the album. I do think that this guy can flow very well. The instrumentals he picks are very inoffensive and they are very nice and easy to flow on. Now, that may not necessarily determine that he's a good rapper, but nonetheless, he does flow very well on these good beats. Additionally, the features he has throughout the album, even though there are only a couple, are very, very good. They do a very nice job. I really like the 5-Way Kenji one the best, but, you know, that's kind of to be expected considering the level that he's at. In addition to that, he does throw out a good bar every once in a while, and it is quite enjoyable to listen to. However, I do have a lot of negative critiques of it as well. Firstly, and this doesn't go for everything that an artist produces, but I'm really struggling to see the significance or the purpose of this album. It's a pretty short album, it's only 7 tracks, so it can almost be classified as an EP, but it's still technically considered an album. There's not really much substance in it, it's kind of just banger tracks, which leads me to kind of the same issue that I had with Slicka Ice's debut album, Trapped Out Igloo, in that the collection of banger songs within it were good individually, but when put together as an album, it kind of lost the cohesiveness of it, and it kind of became boring and repetitive, and the songs eventually just blended into one another because they're all the same kind of thing. And so that kind of is what happened here too. So eventually I got bored of listening to it. And if you're going to listen to it straight through as an album, which is how an album should be listened to, I think that will also happen to you as well. Additionally, I'm not a huge fan of the guy's pronunciation. He doesn't pronounce a lot of the words as well as he could be, and it's a little bit difficult to understand what he's saying at times. Now, this does not take away from the fact that he's flowing well, but it is a bit difficult to understand what he's saying a lot of the time. So yeah, once again, I'm just struggling to understand the reason this was put out. Maybe it's just supposed to be a collection of bangers, but then, once again, that does present an issue when you are critiquing the album as an album and not just a set of tracks. So that does present quite a lot of issues. Although I do think there are positive aspects to this album, there are also quite a few negative ones that I think in the end slightly outweigh the positives. So I'm going to be giving this album a 4 out of 10. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this, and if there's anything I should know, or what you guys think about it, and yeah, that's basically about it. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this review, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, peace, see ya.